Hello student, welcome to the class. So in the last class we discussed few problems on our motion in a straight line topic. So let us continue with the next question. That is the first question for today's class is the velocity of a particle is moving. The velocity of a particle is moving is given. The velocity is given as that is V naught plus gt plus ft square. This is what the velocity which it is given. Right. Next, if its position is taken as that is x is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0. When at x is equal to 0 and t is equal to 0, then its displacement after unit time is in the sense after 2t is equal to 1 second is, so its velocity is given. You need to calculate the displacement. So till yesterday's last video we saw that they have given the displacement. We wanted to calculate velocity and acceleration by differentiating. So this is the reverse process. So here the reverse method of differentiation is what? Integration. Therefore we need to integrate the given equation. See how we will do this. We have equation that is V is equal to V naught plus GT plus ft square. This is the given equation. So what is our velocity? It is rate of change of differentiation, right? But we require dx. So what I can write it with the dx? I can write dx is equal to v into dt. Can I write it like this? So here the value is 0 to x. The value is 0 to x. This implies I can take, just I'll integrate this dx. So both the side integration we need to do it. So integration of dx is written as x, which is equal to, I'm just rearranging the term according to the convenience. The integration of dx is written as x. Then integration of v. What is v? It is v naught plus gt plus f into t square from the range of 0 to x. From the range of 0 to x, here it is with respect to dt. This is equal to, so what is integration of v naught? The integration of v naught is written as v naught into t plus the integration of gt is written as gt square divided by 2 plus ft square is ft cube divided by 3 plus c, where this c is called as integration constant. The c is called as what? Integration constant. Okay, so in the question itself it is given that x is equal to 0 and t is equal to 0, and where c also is equal to 0 as it is integration constant. Okay, now the equation becomes x is equal to v naught into t plus gt square. Means here what I want to say is when x is equal to 0 and t is equal to 0, the c value becomes 0. Okay, so if you substitute in the above equation, now we have the equation v naught t plus gt square by 2 plus f t cube. One second. That is here it is f t cube divided by 3. Okay, this is our x is equal to. They have asked you to calculate the displacement. They have asked you to calculate the displacement when t is equal to 1 second. When t is equal to 1 second, then it can be written as, that is x is equal to, t is equal to 1. When t is equal to 1, we will write it as v naught plus. Next again t is equal to 1. This becomes g by 2 plus when t is equal to 1, it becomes f divided by 3. Therefore, the equation what we are getting it as v naught plus g by 2 plus f by 3. So if you see the option A is the correct option. Here by mistake the 3 it is not there. So divided by 3 we have in that equation. Okay. So option A is the correct option. Option A is the correct option. So V naught plus G by 2 plus F divided by 3. In the option 3 is missing, but it is divided by 3. It is there. Okay. So here it is given as it is divided by 3. Therefore, it is V naught plus G by 2 plus F by 3 is the equation. Okay, so this is what? This is the velocity of the equation. Sorry, displacement of the equation when velocity is given. So what you need to do here, when velocity is given, to calculate this displacement, we need to differentiate the equation. So by taking the conditions what they have given, when x is equal to 0, t is equal to 0, we get integration constant c is equal to 0. Then we can substitute t is equal to 1 because they have asked you the displacement in the per unit time. That is t is equal to 1. Next question. The next question is, automobile traveling with a speed of 60 km per hour can brake to stop within a distance of 20 meter. If the car is going twice as fast, that is 120 km per hour, the stopping distance will be, see here, an automobile is traveling with a speed 60 km per hour. It can brake to stop, means the final velocity is 0. The speed is given, the final velocity is 0. It covers a distance of 20 meter. Then next, the same car when it is moving with twice of the speed. Okay, so when it is moving twice of its speed, then the stopping distance is, so here car is there, it is moving with a speed of 60 km per hour and it will stop, and in this it will cover a distance of 20 meter. Now the speed becomes double, in the sense it becomes 120 km per hour. Again it will go and stop, but how much distance it will travel, that we need to calculate. So in the last video we have solved one sum, same it is. There we come across the relation between distance covered and the initial velocity u. That is, s is proportional to u square. So this can be written as u2 divided by u1 whole square is equal to s2 divided by s1. u2 by u1 is equal to s2 divided by s1. So what is u2 value? u2 value is 120 divided by u1 value is how much? It is 60. Its a whole square is equal to s2 divided by s1 value. How much distance it is covering? It is covering 20 meter. It is covering 20 meter. So simplify this, then you will get s2 value. See this the last one, last video in one sum, I think it is 22nd question number. There we have solved the same sum by using the same concept. Now you can simplify this, 120 by 60. So I can cancel this 0, 0. 12 by 6 is how much it is? 6 ones are 6, 2s are 12. Then 2 square is 4. So 4 into 20. That is 4 into 20 is how much? It is 80 meter. So you can see here, you can cancel 0, 0. So 12 by 6, 12 by 6 is how much? It is 2. 2 square. 2 square is how much? It is 4. Then 4 is equal to S2 divided by 20. Therefore, S2 is equal to 4 into 20. So it is 80 meter. It is 80 meter. So the correct option is option D. Option D is the correct option here. Option D, 80 meter is the correct option. Let us see the next question. Speed of two identical cars are u and 4u. So the speed of two identical cars are u and 4u at a specific distance. At a specific distance, the deceleration is applied on both the cars. The ratio of respective distances in which the two cars are stopped from that instant is. So here the final velocity is given. See here, as both the cars are getting deaccelerated with the same acceleration, then and it is stopping. The formula for both it is that is it is v square minus u square is equal to 2a. Yes, but here the final velocity is 0 because it is stopping. Therefore, the final velocity is 0. So we can take u square. We can take here u square is equal to 2as. Just negative sign, I'll just leave it because we don't require this sign as of the, if you see the options. Therefore, I can write again s1 is proportional to what? U square. This is for first case. This is for first case. This you can emit as equation 1. Then we can write s2 is proportional to. So the second velocity is how much? It is given as 4u, its whole square. This is your equation 2. So s1 is proportional to u square, s2 is proportional to 4u square. Then if you take the ratio of s1 divided by s2, s1 by s2 is equal to u square divided by 4u whole square. This is equal to u square divided by 4 square is how much? 16. U square I can write it as u square. So u square will get cancelled. Therefore, I am getting it as 1 divided by 16 is equal to s1 divided by s2. 1 by 16 is equal to s1 by s2. That is nothing but 1 is to 16. 1 is to 16. Therefore, the correct option is, which is the correct option? Correct option is option D. Option D is the correct option here. Next question. A very large number of balls are thrown vertically upwards in quick succession in such a way that the next ball is thrown when the previous one is at the maximum height. Means here continuously the balls are thrown up. So when the balls are thrown up successively, the second ball will reach the first ball when the first ball is at the highest point or the maximum height. If the maximum height is 5 meter, the number of balls thrown per minute is, you need to calculate the number of balls thrown per minute. Okay, so here we need to use the maximum height formula, that is so maximum, we can write maximum height of the ball is equal to 5 meter. Maximum height of the ball is equal to 5 meter. U is equal to root of 2g h. U is equal to root of 2gh. This is equal to under root of 2 into g value is 10 into height is how much? It is 5. Height is how much? It is 5. This is equal to 20 into 5. So 20 into 5 is how much? 100. So it is root of 100. So root of 100 is how much? It is 10 meter per second. The initial velocity is 10 meter per second. They have asked you the time interval. Time interval between two balls. Time interval between two balls. That is nothing but time of ascent. So in motion in a plane, we will come across one formula for time of ascent. It is u divided by g. It is u divided by g. That is equal to u is 10. Acceleration due to gravity also I'm taking it as 10. So 10 by 10 is how much? It is 1 second. It is 1 second. They have asked you per minute. They have asked you per minute. So per minute is nothing but what? It is 1 divided by 60 minute. 1 by 60 minute. So number of balls thrown per minute is equal to 60. The number of balls thrown per minute is equal to, it is 60. So the correct option is option C. Option C is the correct option here, right? Option C, 60. Let us see the next question. A body freely falling from the rest has a velocity v after it falls through a height h. The distance it has to fall down for its velocity to become double is. See here, the question is what? A body is falling freely from rest. Okay, from rest means initial velocity should be taken as 0. It has a velocity of v after it falls through a height h. The distance it has to fall down for its velocity to become double is. So how we can do this one? That is, so here we write it as, let at point A, let at point A, initial velocity of, let a point A, the initial velocity of body is equal to 0. Initial velocity is given as 0 for the path AB. So I can assume one diagram here, that is, so you can consider this is A, this is B, and this point as C. So this we can take it as H. Okay, the velocity becomes double, they are saying, therefore it is 2v. And this total distance, I'll take it as x. And the initial velocity is given as 0. So at point A, means at the first point, the velocity is 0 for path AB. For path AB, the equation is written as v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. This is equation 1. Here initial velocity is 0. Therefore, our equation becomes v square is equal to 0 plus 2gh for AC. So now for AB I have written. So for AC, what I can write? The velocity becomes double, means it is 2v square is equal to 0 plus 2g into x. Okay, the total distance. Now 2v square is how much? 4v square is equal to 2g into x. So I'll name it as equation 2. This is your equation 1, this is your equation 2. So from equation 1 and 2, can we solve equation 1 and 2 here? If we solve equation 1 and 2, we will get x is equal to 4h. X is equal to 4h. So you can see equation 1 and equation 2. We can simplify the value of h here. So if we simplify, the h value is found to be, x value is found to be, it is 4h. X value is found to be 4h. That is option B is the correct option. Option B is the correct option here. Okay. Next question. The displacement time graph of a moving object is a straight line. Then, so what they have given, the displacement time graph of a moving object is a straight line. So what does it mean? See here, the options are, its acceleration may be uniform, its velocity may be uniform, its acceleration may be variable, both its velocity and acceleration may be uniform. See here, when we say that the displacement time graph of a moving object, it is a straight line, it means that the velocity is uniform. So when the, for displacement time graph, if it is a straight line, then it is said to be the velocity is uniform. The velocity is uniform. That is option B is the correct option. Option B is the correct option here, right? Next question. If the displacement of an object is zero, if the displacement of an object is zero, then what can we say about its distance covered? What can we say about its distance covered? See here, what they are saying, if the displacement of an object is zero, then what can we say about its distance traveled? Okay, so see here, when the displacement of an object is zero, its distance covered, whether it is negative, it must be zero, it cannot be zero, it may or may not be zero. So as we know that distance and displacement, the relation between distance and displacement, if displacement is zero, you can take the example that when the objects or the bodies are moving in a circular path, here what happens, the displacement becomes zero, but that time the distance is not zero. Okay, so here we can say that it may or may not be zero. That is option D is the correct option here. Option D is the correct option. Then next question. A particle is moving with a constant speed along straight line path. A particle is moving along a straight line path. A force is not required. So when a particle is moving along a straight line path, the force is not required to change its direction, increase its speed, decrease its momentum, keep it moving with uniform velocity. So by reading the question, you can understand this easily because it is a direct answer. So to keep the body in moving with uniform velocity, we don't require any force. To keep it moving with uniform velocity, we don't require any force. That is option D is the correct option. Option D is the correct option. Okay. Next question. When a body is dropped from a tower, then there is an increase in its. So when a body is dropped from a tower, then there is an increase in its mass, velocity, acceleration, potential energy. So which is the correct option here? Mass does not change. Potential energy, when it is dropped from a rest, here what happens? The potential energy is converted to kinetic energy. So whether its velocity will change or acceleration will change, the velocity of the body will change when it is dropped from a tower. So it will increase, the velocity of the body will increase. So 33, option B is the correct option. Option B. Next question. If the displacement time graph of an object is parallel to the time axis, if the displacement time graph of an object is parallel to the time axis, then it represents that the object is, at rest, uniform motion, in acceleration motion, then none of the above. So when we say that the graph, nature of the graph is parallel to the x-axis or the time axis, we say that the body is at rest. Here you can see the figure, that is we can consider this is x-axis and this is y-axis. This is x-axis is time and here it is taken as displacement. The question meaning is what? The nature of the graph is something like this, means parallel to the time axis. What is the meaning of this? Here you can see the time is changing, but the displacement of the body is same, which means that the body is in rest. Option A is the correct option. Option A is the correct option here. Next. The acceleration of a moving object can be found from first one, area under displacement time graph, slope of displacement time graph, area under VT graph, slope of VT graph. So here, let us see how to understand this. If you know directly, we can write. If you don't know this concept, how to do this one? See, options we can verify. Area under displacement time graph. So if you take, this is time and this is displacement. Area, suppose if you consider this, area can be written as length into breadth, that is displacement into time. Okay, so we know that speed is equal to what? The velocity is equal to, it is distance divided by time. So distance divided by time is there. Area is what? Distance into time. So distance into time or displacement into time, it is not any quantity here. So leave that. Next, slope of displacement time graph. How we will do? So suppose this is a straight line and this is the slope ABC. Slope can be written as what? Slope is equal to, it is AB divided by BC. That is equal to AB. If you see this as A, this as B, and this as C, AB is representing displacement, this is representing time. So displacement by time is what? Velocity. Question is what? Acceleration. Next, area under velocity time graph. So suppose if you consider this as area, velocity, time graph. So velocity into time. So velocity into time will give you displacement of the body. It will give you displacement of the body. Therefore, that is also not true. Then the last option is the slope of VT graph. So here this is time and here it is velocity. The slope of velocity time graph. Slope, that once again, that is, here it is, slope is equal to, it is AB by BC, that is equal to velocity by time. So what is velocity by time? That is acceleration. So directly if we know, we can write it. Just I revised at this point. You need to remember what is area under velocity time graph, what is area under displacement time graph, what is slope of velocity time graph. These 3 points you remember, it's enough. Okay. Next. So option D is the correct option here. Option D is the correct option. Next. Next question. A simple pendulum hangs from the roof of a train. A simple pendulum hangs from the roof of a train. The string is inclined towards the rear of the train. What is the nature of the motion of the train? We need to calculate here. What is the nature of the motion of the train? So how to do this? It is given as it is uniform, it is accelerated, it is retarded, and it is at rest. So here see, a simple pendulum hangs from the roof of a train. The string is inclined towards the rear of the train. The nature of the motion of the train. So here option B, that is the nature of the motion of the train is, it is accelerated. Okay, it is not uniform, retarded, at rest. These three are not at all possible. We can eliminate the options and we can understand the train is getting accelerated. That is B. B is the correct option here. Right. The next question. Two particles start from rest simultaneously and are equally accelerated. So we have two particles which are starting from rest. Two particles, they are starting from rest simultaneously and are equally accelerated throughout the motion. The relative velocity of one with respect to other is, the relative velocity of one with respect to other is, so when they are at rest and getting accelerated throughout the motion, the relative velocity is given by VA minus VB. See here, options are 0, non-zero and directed parallel to acceleration, non-zero and directed opposite to acceleration, directed perpendicular to the acceleration. So 0, it is 0. The next question is, the relative velocity of a particle moving with a unit velocity v with respect to itself is, means here the relative velocity of a particle which is moving with a velocity v with respect to itself means it is becoming v minus v. So what is v minus v? It is 0. Therefore option C is the correct option here. Option C is the correct option. So these are few questions which we can answer directly only by knowing the theory part. Then next question, solving again. The three initial and final position of a man on the x-axis are given as. So here you can see the 3 points they have given: minus 8m, 7m, 7m minus 3m, then 7m minus 7m, 3 meter. Okay, meter it is, right? The three initial and final point position. First one, minus 8m is the initial and 7m is the final. Then second option, 7m meter is the initial, minus 3 meter is the final. Third option, minus 7 meter is the initial, 3 meter is the final of a man on the x-axis are given as. How to do this? See here. You can take the motion like this. That is, so I can consider these points with respect to A, B, C, D just for my consideration. Here we can take it as minus 8, then this is minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, 3, 2, 1, like that. Just roughly I'll take it as minus 3 and this I'll take it as 0. So in between also numbers are there, okay? So this I'll take it as 7, 3, 7 and 8. Just name the points. First one you see, minus 8 meter and 7 meter. Okay, minus 8 meter and 7 meter. So you can name one point as A, and 7 meter. 7 meter where it is B. Then next 7 meter and minus 3 meter. So 7 meter is here and 3 meter we can take it at this point. So this is, or we can name it like this also, that is A, B, C. Then next here it is 6, minus 6 it is not there. So here it is C. Then it is D and here it is E. So like this we can just name it. Okay, then next, that is displacement. Now the displacement. So displacement I'll take it as final position minus initial position. So this is for first case. For first case, the final position that is given in the question, that is 7 minus the initial position is minus 8. So 7 minus into minus, it is plus. That is 7 plus 8 is how much? It is 15 meter. 15 meter is the answer. Then this is first case. Second case, in second case it is minus 3 minus into bracket 7. So that is nothing but minus 10 meter. Then third case, it is 3 minus into bracket minus, that is 7 plus 3, 10 meter. See the question. There are three initial and final position of a man on x-axis. They are given. Which pair gives a negative displacement? So the answer is clear now. First one is positive 15. Second one is minus 10 plus third one is plus 10. So which is giving the negative answer, negative displacement? That is second one. Options are, first option is 1, second option is second, option A is 1, option B is 2, option C is 3, option D is 1 and 3. So the correct option is option B. That is the second one will give us the negative displacement. It will give the negative displacement. Okay. Next question. Next question is, the displacement of a body along x-axis depends on the time as root x is equal to t plus 1. Then the velocity of the body. See here how to do this. So equation what it is given, that is the equation which they have given, that is root x is equal to, it is t plus 1. Root x is equal to t plus 1. What do I do here? We need to calculate the velocity. Okay, if I square on both the side, after squaring on both the side, the equation becomes x is equal to t plus 1. X is equal to t plus 1. X is equal to 3t plus 1 whole square. Okay, we need to calculate velocity. Therefore, velocity is equal to, it is dx divided by dt, which is equal to d by dt of t plus 1 whole square. So, if I differentiate this with respect to t by using differentiation of x raised to n, the formula, final answer I'll write, that is 2 into bracket t plus 1. 2 into bracket t plus 1. You can see here the t value is increasing. You can see here the t value is increasing because it is t plus 1. Therefore, what we can say, it increases with time. It increases with time. Okay. So option A is the correct option. Option A is the correct option. Next question. A person moves 30 meter north, then 20 meter towards east, and finally 30 root 2 meter in southwest direction. The displacement of the person from the origin will be. So here we require the help of diagram, that is C. So what they are saying, a person moves 30 meter north. So we can show it. This is north. So here 30 meter north we can take. Then next. And then towards east. Then towards east it is 20 meter. And finally 30 meter, 30 root 2 meter in southwest direction. So this will be southwest direction. This is southwest direction, and here it is 30 root 2. It is 30 root 2. Okay. The displacement of the person from the origin will be. So displacement of the person from the origin. So from here the journey started, means this value you need to calculate. If I name it as O, this as A, this as B and C, CO value we need to calculate here. So how to calculate the value of CO here? See, displacement of the person in south direction. Displacement of the person in south direction. I will take it as S1 is equal to in the north direction it is 20 into is north. Okay, in the question it is given as north. In the north it is 20 into, I'll take it as I cap. Okay, then next, displacement of the person in the east direction. In the east direction, I will consider it as S2 is equal to 30 J cap. Now the displacement in southwest direction. The displacement in southwest direction is taken as S3 is equal to, so this is minus 30 root 2. Here the angle is 45. Therefore it is sine 45 I cap minus 30 root 2 cos of 45 j cap. So sine 45 and cos 45, it is 1 divided by root 2. So this root 2 will get cancelled. Therefore, we will get it as minus 30 I cap and minus 30 j cap. Okay. So therefore, the total displacement is equal to S is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3. So all are vector symbol. Okay. Next, this is equal to S1 value. S1 is 20I plus S2 is 30J plus S3 is minus 30I cap minus 30J cap. This is equal to. So if I simplify this, I will get it as minus 10 I cap. That is answer is minus 10 I cap. So that is 10 meters. So you can see in 3 options they have given it as 10 meters. Then which one we need to consider? That is it shows that the final velocity of the person from the origin is 10 meter in the direction of negative x-axis. As it is minus, it is a negative x-axis. And this direction, if we see in the direction dimension, then it is in the south direction. It is in the south direction. Therefore, we say that 10 meter towards south. That is option B is the correct option. Option B is the correct option here. Okay. Then next question. Question number 42. An aeroplane flies 400 meter north and 300 meters south, then flies 1200 meter upwards, then the net displacement is. So here we will consider the figure. You can consider again the 4 directions: east, west, north, and south. So what it is said? It is said that an aeroplane flies 400 meter north. So this is what 400 meter north. Then next 300 meters south. So 300 meters south means again this like this. Okay. So this is 400 is from the origin to here it is 400 and here it is 300. Okay, this is 300 and then flies 1200 meter upwards. So 1200 meter upwards, then the net displacement is. So here the remaining this thing is how much it is 100. This becomes 100 meter, right? So if I simplify this figure and if I can draw separately, then the figure is something like this. Okay, this forms a right angle triangle here. Therefore, we can apply the Pythagoras theorem as square root of 100 square plus 1200 square, that is equal to. So 100 square plus 1200 square and it's square root. So if you simplify, the answer is 1204 meter. So here in the option it is given as 1200, 1300, 1400 and 1500. So approximately we can take it as 1200 meter. That is option A. Option A is the right option. Okay. Then next question. An athlete completes one round of a circular track of radius r in 40 seconds. What will be his displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? That is, it can be written as, see here, an athlete completes one round of circular track. So you can consider this one round of circular track. This is having a radius of r. This is having a radius of r. It completes one circular path in 40 seconds. It completes in 40 seconds. What will be his displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? That is, see, for one complete this thing, one complete rotation or complete circular path, it is 40. So in 40 seconds, first round. So 2 minute 20 second. 2 minute 20 second, if I convert it in terms of seconds, how much it is? 2 minute is 1 minute is 60 seconds. 2 minute is 60 plus 60, that is 120 seconds plus 20 seconds, that is 140 seconds, right? So 140 second is there. Then next, here 40 second first round, next 40 second second round, next 40 second it is third round. Okay, so what happens here? First, second, third. 40 plus 40, 80, 80 plus 40 is 120. 120 plus 20 it is there. Okay, so 120 plus 20 means 40, half is 20. So which means that the person in 20 seconds, the person will be at the other end. Other end means this one. Okay, that is the other end of the means half circle it is. Therefore, here what will be the displacement after 2 minute 20 second is 0. It is not possible. Why? Because it is, if it is 2 minute, then definitely it is 0, but it is 2 minute 20 second means here either option A, C, sorry, B, C, D. See here, when the radius, this is what diameter. So radius is given as r, the diameter will be how much it is? 2r. The diameter will be 2r. Therefore, the correct option is option B. Option B is the correct option. 2r is the answer. Then the next and the last question for today's class is, a bullet emerges from a barrel of length 1.2 meter with a speed of 640 meter per second. Assuming constant acceleration, the approximate time that it spends in the barrel after the gun is fired is. We need to calculate the time. Here time, we need to take it in terms of seconds. So little we will change the option. So here it is only second. Okay. First and second, we will take it in terms of seconds. 4 second and 40 second. Right. So let us do the calculation. A bullet emerges from a barrel of length. So barrel of length, it is 1.2 meter. You can consider that as the distance here. Okay, with a speed of 640 meter per second. That is the final velocity. Assuming constant acceleration and the approximate time that it spends in the barrel after the gun is fired, we can use the equation of motion as v square is equal to u square plus 2a into s. So here u is 0, therefore we can write 2as is equal to v square. That is equal to acceleration is equal to v square divided by 2 into s. So v value is 640. So 640 whole square divided by 2 into s. It is given as 12. It is not 1.2. It is given as 12. Okay. So here it is 12 meter. Right. So here I'll take it as 12. That is equal to acceleration. Therefore, acceleration is equal to, if you simplify 640 into 645 divided by 2 into 12. So we can take it like this also. Divided by 2 into 12. So 2 ones are, 2 threes are, 2 twos are, then 0. Then here again we can simplify. You can take from second or third table. So if you simplify this answer, you will get it as 17066.6 meter per second square is the acceleration. Okay, now we got the acceleration value. What we need to calculate, the time that it spends in the barrel after the gun is fired. Therefore, we have final velocity v is equal to u plus a into t. So we know u is equal to 0. Therefore, the equation becomes v is equal to a into t. That is nothing but time we require. Therefore, time t is equal to v by a. So we know already v value, it is given. That is 640 divided by acceleration. Just now we have calculated. Substitute. That is 640 divided by 17066.6. This is equal to time. So if you calculate the time, you are getting it as 37.4 seconds. 37.4 seconds. So if you see the options 37 or 38, the options are not there. So the nearby value for 37.4 second, it is 40 seconds. Therefore, the correct option is option B is the correct option. Option B is the correct option. So here we have covered the questions mainly based on our graph, right? Displacement time graph, velocity time graph, acceleration time graph. Based on that, we covered the numericals, and then next we covered the numericals on equation of motion, and based on the direction of the motion also we solved many numericals. So few more numericals, let us continue in the next class. Okay, thank you, students.